Hi, and welcome to Brookdale Newsmakers, your source for what's happening on our campus and in your community. I'm Amanda Willis, and joining us today is the Acting Dean of Students, Richard Pfeffer. Thank you for joining us today, Richard.
Hey, Amanda, thanks so much for having me.
Okay, now tell us, why is it important for students to take advantage of early registration?
Oh, God, it really is important. We've been through priority registration already, and it amazes me that all of our currently enrolled students get a priority pass, and only about 1,500 have registered during priority. Ultimately, about 10,000 of our current students will be here next fall or in the summer. And when you register early, first of all, you get to pick the classes you want. Teachers, the ones the teachers you want to get.
Yes.
And especially since almost 80% of our students are working, you get to pick the days and times around your work schedule that are most convenient for you, and you don't have to pay until August, so we try to make it as convenient as possible.
Yes, definitely. And why, what is the open registration date? What was that date?
I believe it was the 17th or so, and again, starting open registration, anybody can register. So now our currently enrolled students are going to be competing with the new students. We'll start to be bringing in all of the high school graduates. About 3,000 or 4,000 of them will be coming in. So if our students don't get in now to register, it's going to make it a little tougher to get the classes that they want.
Yes. And now students are registering for fall, but also summer classes. But do you find that for summer classes there are mostly Brookdale students, or are there more students from other universities registering for our classes?
That's a great question. We get a lot from other schools who are coming to make up some classes or trying to get out early if they're a visiting student. We get a good number of our students also, and I think it makes a lot of sense to take a class that's a little tough for you. Some of the science classes for people are a little harder, or math, and it gives you a chance to really focus and concentrate just on that one class instead of the 12 or 15 credits that a lot of the students are taking. And a chance to get out a little earlier too.
Okay, well, there's so many different ways to pay for college these days. Can you explain a little bit more about financial aid?
Oh, absolutely. I think everybody should be applying for financial aid. It's so easy. It's a free form. It's called the FAFSA. Financial Aid Office has all the information on it. And even if you don't qualify for grants, you might be eligible for student loans. They're low interest. You don't have to start paying them back. There's also a lot of scholarships that are available. So there's really a lot of options for people to look into.
Oh, that's great. So with students registering for their classes, there must be a lot of students that are applying for graduation this May.
Oh, absolutely. We get about 2,000 a year who graduate. It's the highest of any community college in the state, and we're one of the tops in the nation. We're excited about it. It's May 15th is graduation, and it's just a special time on campus.
Okay, and what is the process to apply for graduation?
Well, I think the deadline's passed, so I hope everybody already has, but if they haven't, they can at least try to contact their counselor to see if there's still a chance. They need to fill out a graduation form. We then do a process to check whether or not they've completed all the requirements, and it goes to the deans for a signature and then to the registrar for final approval.
Okay. What about the ceremony? Is it held here on Brookdale?
Absolutely. It's in the arena. It's a wonderful time. I have to say it runs a little long. Everybody complains, but we feel totally committed that each student needs to walk up on that stage by themselves, have their name read, and get that diploma. It's just a special moment. So if it takes a little longer, I'm comfortable with that. We can sit there and wait through it.
Definitely. I'm graduating this May, so I'm sure I'll be very excited to walk. Can you tell us some more about why it's important for students to go to Brookdale first, rather than another university?
Well, a couple of reasons, really. Of course, it's a tremendous cost savings from a lot of schools, but for many people, they're just not ready to be away. They want to go, but they're not always ready. It's a tough time. So this gives them a chance to, while they're home, while they have a support network, to kind of get their feet on the ground, to understand what college is. Again, most of our students are transfer students, and they go to great schools, Ivy League schools, Rutgers, pretty much all over. So it gives them a chance to really get a feel for college while they still have strong support networks, rather than being on their own with nobody to help them.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. I think that's all the time that we have for today. Our guest today was the Acting Dean of Students, Richard Pfeffer. Thank you for joining us on Brookdale Newsmakers. For more information, visit www.brookdalecc.edu. I'm Amanda Willis. See you next time here on Brookdale Newsmakers.